action.
What we have here is failure to insulate. So this is what happens. Actually, it's been really cold. It's been down in the teens a few days in a row and then in the 20s. So we busted this pipe. I just got to temporarily fix it for right now so we could have water again.
Yay.
We've been living out of the totes for the last, what, 4 days now? 3 days?
Yeah, it's been fun hauling 5 gallons.
All right, so let's get to it.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Well, we just kind of doing this off the cuff. It's been a pretty hard last 2 or 3 weeks here on the homestead, don't you think?
Oh yeah. Yes, it has.
So, as you can tell from the title, you know, we both had COVID. That's what it all started out as.
Yeah.
We were in the middle of putting a roof up on the house, and we both got pretty sick there.
Yeah, I brought it home, unfortunately, from work, and of course, if I get something, he gets something, and you know. But anyways.
So yeah, tested positive for COVID, and the cool thing is, though, it wasn't really that hard on us. I mean, we got away with really kind of medium symptoms, like a light case of the flu is what it felt like.
Yeah, mine, when I had it, it felt like more of a head cold, kind of a sinus pressure in my head and my ears. But the first day was a massive headache and a low-grade fever, and that was it for a couple of days, and I was good for the rest of the time.
Yeah, I pretty much the same thing, and then I was just extremely like worn out. I had no energy. You know, I'm still trying to go out to the house. We've got so many projects. I really needed to get back on the road. You know, I've been home since November 1st, and here, you know, was coming up on February at the time, and that was my deadline. I had to be out of the house by about February 1st, so we can, you know, we kind of are paying as we go with building the house. So we get some money together, we come home, we work on the house, run low on cash, then we go back out on the road. So anyway, we were both feeling a little bit better. You know, what was the date on that?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. The last few weeks, it seems to be a blur. At the end of January, when everything started, I think, maybe the 27th of January, I think, because it's February 8th.
It was the 27th, yeah.
Oh, I was right.
So, you know, I had Todd from Building with Todd, or Pew Pew with Todd. He was over here helping me do the roof, and we made pretty good progress for the first day. We got about half of one side of the roof done. Right. And he was going to come back the next non-windy day, but then the COVID happened. But anyway, so on the 27th, which was Thursday, that was about a week and a half ago, I'm feeling a little bit better, so we went out for a ride. We called it the COVID ride of, you know, 2022, and we're on our way back home, and I'm just trying to get to the back gate before Jill got there so I could open the back gate for her. So
such a gentleman. I'm
like 20 yards from the back fence, and I hit a rock, and I don't know, it was only about like that big on my bike, but it caught it in such a way that it swooped the front tire out from under me and then just slammed me down on the ground. And, well, I'll insert pictures of what happened here, but I broke both my tib and my fib. Had to go to emergency, and I'm gonna be down now for
7 weeks.
No, it's 8 weeks, but then there's also the rehab of the whole thing, so it could be up to about 16 weeks. So yeah, it's been really bad. And then in the middle of all that, and then we started having all the freezing as well out here, and we had some busted pipes. You know, we've been doing pretty good with that, but it seems like it's a common occurrence. No matter how thick I make the insulation on that, we get the busted pipes. So on the house, we're doing it completely different. Everything's going to be underground, nothing above ground unless it's in the house. But yeah, so we just had to wait it out through the freezing temps. We'd had several days in the 19 degrees and then 20s, and it's finally started to warm up enough to where I'm not so worried about it. So we went out there today. But yeah, when it rains and pours on a homestead, it rains and pours.
Oh yes.
Alright, so reconfigured my plumbing here, and now we are connected. What we've got to do now is turn the water back on at the big tank over there and start it up and see if it has any leaks. Should be good to go.
Cross your fingers. And then we try to be positive as much as we can, and it all ends too, just all seems to mellow out eventually. But of course the first hurdle, it's kind of hard to get over.
Well,
Sometimes.
this is devastating to us in a few ways, and one's obviously going to be financially. So we don't normally try and reach out for help, but we're going to put a link down in the description box. We're going to go ahead and start a GoFundMe account. We're going to have some expenses associated with the break on my leg, my broken ankle, and also I was supposed to be back to work on the 1st of February. So this is really going to get us behind now. I don't know how we're really going to make it through this section, but I know we'll get it figured out. We always do. But if any of you out there feel inclined to help, we sure would appreciate it.
Yes, please.
Another way that we could use a little bit of help is I need to get that roof finished, being on there before it gets ruined. So if there's anybody out there, again, down in the description box, I'll leave my email address. I know Todd from Building with Todd said he would come out and give a hand too. If there's anybody that's willing to come out and get up on the roof and to help us put those panels up, I'm not going to be able to get on the roof. All I could do is direct, more or less. So hey, we appreciate you. We love you guys. We thank you for each and every one of your comments and your views.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be safe and be well.
Be safe and be well. And watch out. I mean, this is just a reminder of how, you're just one step away from having your own tragedy on your homestead, or, so many things that we take for granted when you live in city life. You're that close to a hospital. We're 15 miles away, but then I had to go 70 miles away to go to an orthopedic surgeon to get my foot looked at. Fortunately, we didn't have to do surgery on it.
Thank goodness. I'm glad.
But then the water breaks. I mean, who do you call? You got to take care of all that stuff yourself, So we've been living out of buckets of water for about 4 days or so, or something like that.
It's been fun. And
then the COVID, I think of all the things that had happened, I think the COVID I was the most scared about. Knowing that I had it, because you see all the horror stories, and I'm not saying that those horror stories aren't real. I'm sure they're very much real. We were just fortunate in the way we got it. But I took steps starting 2 years ago when this whole thing first started. I quit smoking 2 years ago. I quit drinking a year ago. And I've been, taking vitamins and, all that sort of stuff, trying to eat a lot better. I wanted to give my body every chance that, it could to survive something like that. And, I'm just thankful that's all it was.
Same here.
All right, folks. Well, we'll keep you updated on what's happening here. And, again, let us know down in the description, or send us an email, which will be in the description box if you want to lend a hand. Otherwise, you can go to the GoFundMe account. And one other way you could help us out is just watch the videos and watch the commercials. The commercials are how we get paid, which we don't get paid a lot, but every little bit helps. So, just go to the bathroom during a commercial break or something. Even if you don't like my video, don't watch it. Go do yard work. Just let my channel run.
There you go.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you on the next show.
See y'all soon.
Peace.
Peace out.
Yeah, the water's finally running. I can finally do some dishes.